Do you believe these polls that we're showing? Because, I mean, I read conservative websites, I read liberal websites, but on these conservative websites, I feel like it's a different race. The polls that they are citing, Karl Rove, I saw wrote today saying, in truth, no one knows for sure what kind of polling deficit is insurmountable or even which poll is correct. All of us should act with the proper understanding that nothing is yet decided. How confident are you that Obama's going to win, David?
I think there's about a 90% chance he's going to win now,
90%.
maybe higher. There has been a little tightening, but the last 24 hours, it seemed to stabilize again. In fact, two of the tracking polls, Gallup and Rasmussen, showed a slight increase in Obama's lead. But we do have this strange thing where tonight Fox News has a poll out saying it's a 3-point race. New York Times, CBS has a poll out saying it's an 11-point race.
Right.
Now, what are people supposed to make of that?
Yeah.
I mean, how do we, I've come to believe that the battleground states and the kind of reporting and the polling that's going on is actually turning out to be a lot more important as these national polls waver, because what they do show is that, just John King has now moved a couple of states over in just the last couple of days up to 291 on the electoral count. You've got 6 states out that are now toss-ups. Every one of them is a Bush state that McCain has to win. So I think the battleground states are becoming more of the story than the national polls.
Alex, Paul, what do you guys think? I mean, you know these polls. You manage campaigns. You work on campaigns. You probably read these things backwards and forwards. Alex, what do you believe?
I think the Republican strategy of lulling the Obama campaign into complacency is working well.
Oh, you do. You do.
No,
not.
I don't. No, I don't. I think you can make an argument, the Republican argument, the best one you can make, and it's a tough one right now. It is drawing to an inside straight. The best one you could make is this. Barack Obama is the incumbent in this race. Why is he the incumbent? Because it's a year for change. He's the candidate of change. He's the one voters look at first. So that when voters are saying now, hey, I've looked at Barack Obama and I'm not voting for him, it means I have doubts. Therefore, you can make the argument that Barack Obama may get what he's getting now on the surveys. If he's at 47% in North Carolina, he might get that on Election Day because those voters have looked at him and said, I'm not going to go there. And that might mean that what's left out there may go to McCain and may tighten these states up.
Paul, how do you think these undecideds are going to go?
Yeah, I actually think Alex is right about that, in that I think this could be sort of the hidden Bradley effect. It's not that people say they'll vote for the African-American and then lie and don't. It's that they park themselves in undecided, perhaps, when really they kind of know they can't bring themselves to vote for him. But in most of these states, Obama is at or over 50. And don't forget, there are also, cats and dogs out there. There's Ralph Nader, there's Bob Barr, there's Cynthia McKinney, there's some independent Green Party. So there's really another 3 or 4, Alex, that is going to be taken out of the undecided or out of McCain. Most of these
But you think most of the undecided, Paul, are going to go for McCain?
I think even if they do, I think Obama wins pretty big. I saw Karl on Rove on Tuesday, and we go way back. And I said to him, we're a couple of days away from Edwin Edwards country. Remember Edwin Edwards, a corrupt but hilarious governor of Louisiana, said, I'm going to win this race unless I get caught with a dead girl or a live boy. We're almost at that point to Barack. And I don't think Rove laughed quite as hard as Gergen did. But
yeah, and David's point, I think, is the correct one, and that is it may be tightening on the national level, but when you look at these battleground states, Barack Obama has put so much money into those states to raise the noise level so much that it is very hard to make an argument, for McCain to make an argument. And McCain doesn't just have to make an argument like Barack Obama, he has to win one. And that's very tough to do in those battleground states in the face of that amount of money.
David?
And the other thing,
one last thing is Obama's flooding the zone. He's got Bill Clinton out there in Minnesota tonight. He's got Hillary Clinton. He's got Michelle Obama campaigning separately. He's got obviously Senator Biden out there. What does McCain have? Generally, his wife travels with him. She's a very able campaigner.
He's going to have Schwarzenegger tomorrow.
That's a great thing, actually. That's very helpful. But it's going to be with McCain, not spreading the field. I mean, he can't use President Bush, George the President, as we call him. He can't use Dick Cheney. Where's Donald Rumsfeld? Where's Mike Brown, the FEMA director? There aren't a lot of Republican stars out there aside from Schwarzenegger campaigning.
Yeah, I was going to make essentially the same point, and I think it's you can see it when John McCain his feature of the day is Joe the Plumber, and Barack Obama's feature last night was that infomercial that had 33.5 million Americans watching it, and it was well done.
And that's the difference.
You're just like different leagues.